6:30 in the morning and it's still dark out. I'm making some breakfast and trying to decide what the heck I should do with my day, because I don't have any cell service and Garmin says that it's supposed to be thunderstorms all day. But making some oatmeal and coffee, exciting. It's starting to rain now, so that's cool. I simply don't know the right course of action, to be honest. And it's really hard when I have no access to information to sort it out. Because like light rain, okay, sure, I can hike in the rain all day, that's not a big deal. But what I can't do is hike above tree line all day in the thunderstorm. Has these little huts that are real nice. So my neighbor built a fire and told me to come stand by it for a second. So I'm gonna stand by it for a second. It's very rainy, but hard to say what the weather's gonna do. I was just chatting with my neighbor here, and his information says it might only rain until like 1 p.m. Different every time I check. But I'll probably just make my way up to Picos Baldy and then sort of like make the call from there. Do I really want to sit in my tent at a lake for like 9 hours? Not really, but like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Anyway, let's stand by this fire for a quick sec, warm up my legs, and then get a move on. Off we go. It is raining. The clouds are pretty high, and there was like a tiny, tiny little piece of blue sky. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm just gonna go hike, see what happens. There has yet to be any thunder or lightning, even though it said there was gonna be some overnight. So maybe Garmin is just a little dramatic. We're now entering the Picos Wilderness. Re-entering. We were in it yesterday. We're already back to where we left off yesterday. That was quick and easy. Alright, so now we got a big climb, which puts us in that awkward situation whenever you wear a raincoat. It is like, is it worth wearing the raincoat if all you're going to do is sweat your butt off inside it? I don't know. I got pit zips, but I don't do that much. We'll wear it for now. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so last night when I got my weather update from my Garmin that said like, you know, possibility of thunderstorms all day long, I texted Pam, the woman who runs the trail, and just asked her like, hey, do you have a better forecast than I do or something a little more detailed? And, you know, do you think it's safe to climb up there today? Because she obviously knows the area and the weather much better than I do. And I know that it's like quite exposed up there for a good section between Picos Baldy and Trucas Lake. And I just heard back from her now, and she was like, ooh, yeah, it's a really bad day. Because she's actually camped not too far away from here, and she was going to go up to Picos Baldy Lake today to camp. And she's like, I'm considering rescheduling because it's pretty bad. And she said it might even hail up there. And she said, I wouldn't recommend trying to do the traverse today between the two lakes. And yeah, so now I don't know what to do. Oh man. Okay, so I've been texting back and forth with Pam. She more or less was like, not a great idea. I was like, yeah, that's kind of where my head was at. So she is just gonna walk out to Panchuela Campground, which is where I just was this morning, like a mile back, and meet me. So I'm just gonna walk back to the campground, and then I will get to meet Pam. So I'm gonna go back down to the campground. I'm gonna see what Pam has to say. We'll readjust, because tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny and dry all day. So I just met Pam. She's lovely. Of course, I didn't take a video with her, which I should have. And she was gonna hike up to Picos today, but decided to do something different because the weather's kind of crappy. Anyway, yeah, it was nice to chat with her, and then they've driven off. And of course now it's blue skies. That nice little father-son duo that I camped next to last night, leaving this morning, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna take their campsite. They left their fire going for me. So I can like put my tent up under here. So when it rains all night long, I can be dry, and my stuff will be dry in the morning. And today I can just sit and hang out by this lovely fire. I'm gonna try and find some wood to dry it out while this is going. And just like, I've got a book I can read. I'm just gonna take a little on trail 0 and wait for the storms to pass. And then tomorrow says there's 0 rain, and then the rest of the week is perfect. It's supposed to be. And then I'm gonna just cruise on for the rest of the 5 days of this hike. I found these branches, but they're of course wet because everything is wet. So I'm trying to dry them out by just putting them around in a nice little circle. And it's working. They're actually quite a lot drier than they were. So there's a few more branches like that. And I'll probably just continue to dry them and then keep my little fire going and see how that goes. I'm gonna make a nice cup of hot chocolate. It's gonna be great. I'm trying to dry it out while I have a tiny bit of sunshine. I've been collecting little bits of wood and trying to dry them out and keep my little fire going. It's working so far. Once they get kind of dry, I scoop them into the center and it's still going, so that's good. Okay, it's finally happening. We got a big old bunch of thunder rolling in. You can hear it coming. So I'm quite pleased with my choice to be here right now and not on top of a mountain. The storm is in full effect. There is thunder and lightning all around, and I would have been pooping my pants up there. So I'm very glad I'm down here in this campsite. Yeah, it's really coming down out there, and then yeah, the thunder and lightning are just cracking. Yeah, I would have been real scared and just like not in a good position. So I'm quite happy with my little on trail 0 to wait out this crazy storm and then have a nice day tomorrow. Yeah, real happy. So my solution to not having a wet tent in the morning is to put it inside the shelter. So I'm having some pad thai tonight, and then I've only got one dinner left, so I have to make it to the resupply by the end of the day after tomorrow. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine.